Hi, Ajay. Actually, since you're close around 90 kgs, we also need to do the basic lab parameters, like to rule out any metabolic abnormalities. Actually, it's better to get a metabolic parameters checked and then start with the program. But you can do that when you get free, but do not delay it much. As usual, we every time we focus on 7 to 9 pillars of health. You already know them, but I'm just recollecting those names. So one is healthy eating, regular physical activity, adequate sleep, strategies to beat stress, meaningful social connectedness, avoiding risky substance abuse, other aspects of sustainable living. Let's focus on healthy eating now. As you're already aware that we follow plate pattern to ensure that you get adequate nutrients yet able to provide a calorie restriction to lose weight. Plate pattern, you already know it's a nothing but a plate. 9-inch plate is divided into four quadrant, each quadrant occupied by a food group. So left half of the plate will be occupied by by micronutrient rich vegetables, friends, fruits. Micronutrients are nothing but like which provides antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, anti-inflammatory substances, those kind of things. And right upper quadrant will be occupied by a protein food, and the right lower quadrant by a grain food. So when you're thinking about the left upper and lower quadrant, you already mentioned that it should be fruits and vegetables. Majorly breakfast, we ask you to have a fruit. Lunch and dinner, majorly vegetables actually. And when you're thinking about the micronutrient rich portion, add variety and color, because this is what is going to bring in an array of micronutrients. Some of the things are rich in some phytonutrients, some others will be rich in something else. For example, tomato, which is rich in lycopene, whereas some other one will be rich in um, example, grapes are rich in resveratrol. So it's better to bring in a variety and color. So protein part, which is the upper right quadrant, is occupied with the protein portion. I've already mentioned this part can be, the preferred choices are plant sources always. Like maybe a small handful of nuts, or dal, bean, soy product. Any of these can be used actually. So for breakfast you can have also have egg or egg white, and fish and chicken can also be used occasionally. When the grains are basically made from rice, wheat, millet, oats. And as I mentioned, when you're thinking about weight loss, still we follow plate pattern, but ensure that we are getting a calorie restriction. So we are going to plan around 300 to 350 calories per meal. Maybe like some meals, if it is like you are eating a little heavier lunch, around 400 calories, ensure that the dinner is less, like 250 calories. That's the ideal way, because when you're going to sleep, you don't need that much calories, right? So here we are going to use the logic, like that you're going to replace the calorie dense nutrient poor food with calorie poor nutrient dense food. So the calorie low nutrient dense food are the vegetables and fruits. Very simple. 1 cup of fruit will be around 50 to 60 calories, but it's highly rich in micronutrients. The same way, 1 cup of vegetable, a salad will be like with salad will be around 40 calories, but it's high in nutrients and also gives some fiber. Whereas look at a cup of refined white rice, it will be around 200 calories, and just provides only 2 to 3 grams of proteins and very less fiber. And look at the legume portion, which is the protein portion, which proteins are required because which are the building blocks of our body, and it also helps in building muscles, especially once you are over 50. It's better to give a little higher protein level so that the muscle breakdown doesn't happen that fast. Okay, muscle loss doesn't happen that fast. So here, you're going to replace half of your plate with vegetables and fruits, which is low in calorie, high in nutrients. The other half, little calorie dense food. Here also, we are going to take a wiser choice where you're going to replace your, normally we have a higher portion of grain, rice, millet, and all. Here we're going to have a higher portion of legume, because legumes are, like same calories, but it provides like 16 grams of protein per cup and around 14 grams of fiber per cup, and also stenols and stols, that those kind of things also helps in reducing cholesterol. And also it's better you replace the grain portion with the legumes, which is lentils, dal, green gram, those kind of things, bean and all actually. So we call it like um, instead of having rice and top of a cup of rice and top of it you're adding few two tablespoons of dal. You're going to have a rice in dal, a cup of dal or a half cup of dal. In that you're going to add 4 to 5 tablespoons of rice. So that's the pattern we're going to follow. So look at a breakfast plate. When you're looking at a breakfast plate, you can have, as we mentioned, you can have a bowl of fruit, then you can have a protein source, which can be like a small handful of nuts or a cooked chana, half a cup, or you can have 2 egg whites or 1 egg, and the grain portion can be half a cup of porridge. Oats is preferred choice because again it's high in viscous fiber. And anything else, like the 2 idlis or 1 dosa, 1 roti, 1 bread, any of those things you can have. Okay, but ensure that the kind of side dishes which is used along with is also low in calorie. Maybe a green chutney or a tomato chutney, or some tablespoons of the dal sambar. And look at the lunch plate. Here also we need to plan. 100 calories should come. I told you about 350 to 400 calorie for lunch. 100 calories can come from vegetables. Fill half of the plate with vegetables, 1 cup of salad, and another half cup stir-fried vegetables. That should be sufficient. This is going to be 2 servings of vegetables already. You need around 4 to 5 servings of vegetables in a day. Here you need to add color and variety to the vegetable portion. Tomato, colored capsicum, leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, etc. can be a part of this plate. Another 100 calorie can come from a protein portion, which is equivalent to half cup of dal, bean or green gram cooked or sprout, or 100 gram of tofu stir fried in few drops of oil, or 60 to 80 grams of fish cooked, or same quantity of chicken cooked. Dinner ideal to have low on grains and other high proteins, and have more veggies and fruits. We suggest a protein veg soup. Some options are palak dal, chana dal, chicken vegetable soup, etc. In case you're not able to go off grain, you can have a small amount of grain, a small roti or a few tablespoons of rice or millet, or you can replace that with a fruit also. Look at some of the lunch plates, sorry, some of the dinner plates too. Then let's plan these things. Meanwhile, you keep uploading the meals. A nutritionist will keep commenting on the meal. Once you are following a regular pattern, you will start losing weight. With this pattern, we ensure, this kind of a pattern, this kind of a calorie restriction, you will be able to lose around 600 to 800 grams a week. And Definitely you need to have regular physical activity that your physical fitness trainer is already taking care of. This I'll give you another video which you can share with your fitness trainer, so that he includes all the activities required for your age.